Welcome back to the mock draft series. Today we are doing the Baltimore Ravens 7-round mock draft. They start at pick 14. We're trying to get a 7-round mock out for every team before the draft starts. So if you haven't seen yesterday's, make sure to go watch that, as well as try to find your favorite team. And we got one coming tomorrow, but let's get into it. And let's see what the Ravens can get here at 14. And they're saying their needs are defensive line and cornerback. And a guy that I think would be a good fit for them, I'm thinking either of these Georgia defensive linemen. Kind of a tough pick on which one. I can't think of their nose tackle right now. So honestly, we might want to take this top 15 pick on Jordan Davis. Sure, he's not, the biggest pass rusher yet. Yeah, they're saying he's a one-trick pony, but I mean, the things that he can do in the run game are ridiculous. And while Devontae Wyatt might be a more versatile player, I think Jordan Davis could be special. But also Jermaine Johnson being this hard to get to, they don't have a high grade on him, but I'm gonna go with Jordan Davis. I think that's a fun one this high, and we're gonna grab Jordan Davis here at 14. I don't think PFF is gonna like it very much, but I'm happy with it, and I think he's gonna bring a different kind of presence to their run defense, which has historically been one of their strengths. So now at pick 45, we'll see what other value we can grab here. Tempted to go double defensive line and maybe trade up for a corner, which I think is something we might do. Also, George Pickens here. Again, one of my favorite players in this draft, but not somebody I think we can really spin that pick on. And I might do some finessing here because we need corner. First of all, I don't know, Martin Emerson could be good value down the board. And he's pretty big. He could be a Ravens kind of guy. So at 45, I think I'm going to trade back a little bit and try to grab some more capital. And let's see how we can finesse to get what we need. So off the board, we're going to go McCreary, who would have been nice. But now here at 48, we got a few guys that we want to grab. But I think I'm going to want to go, I don't know, I could wait on Martin Emerson, but I think I want to grab some edge here. This is a lot of trying to get my guy in here. I don't know. This is a tough pick. Still a lot of good receivers on the board. And I think I'm going to trade down again, not with the Steelers, but with the Patriots. Grab some more assets, and we'll see if this one can go through. And it does. So we're going to go down to 54. George Pickens will go, but I'm not too worried about that. And now here at 54, we are going to take Drake Jackson to have a good edge rusher to go with Odafe Owe. And now at 61, I think we're going to move back up and try to get Martin Emerson, or if Kyler Gordon is still here. Let me see if this has 91% chance, so we'll move up 10 and move back 8. And also I'll grab 134. They're not going to go for that. Then we'll get 172. That's fine. That's going to go through. And now we're going to try to grab corner because there's still a lot of talent there. Martin Emerson, going to be good value. Maybe a little bit high for him, but I like him, and I think he's going to be a good player in this Ravens scheme. And it's going to cut out there, but we are going to be... It's going to freeze a few picks later, but we're going to be good there. And now let's see what we're going to get at 76. We still got a lot of picks here for the Ravens. I'm going to grab... This is a tough one. We could use a guy like John Mechie, who I think is going to play a very consistent role over his time in the league. And Khalil Shakir could be good as just a weapon because he's explosive. But I don't think that's what we need. I think we have Hollywood Brown. I think we're okay in that department. I might wait a little bit on John Mechie. And, I could just go a defensive line again. I'm tempted to grab Pascal here. Or, actually, I'm going to go Perion Winfrey. We're going to completely revamp this interior. We're going to grab Winfrey here. And Mechie will go, but I'm not too worried. He wasn't a guy I was really too excited about grabbing here. We can just get a good slot guy late in the draft. And, honestly, I'm tempted to grab James Cook. Here we have so many picks. This has gone pretty well so far. I'm going to grab James Cook. he's explosive. He's a good pass catcher. I think he could be fun as kind of a change of pace in that system because he's not really what they typically look for at running back. I think he'd be he's just so explosive, and with the kind of blocking they get in Baltimore, I think he could be a really good player. Now here at 110, I don't know how many defensive. We could just go a full 4 defensive lineman rebuild, and we are. We're gonna get Majai Sanders. I like him this late, and I'm pretty happy with that. We're really just going all in because not all these guys are gonna hit most likely, but if they do, then you got yourself a really good defensive line. Now I'm gonna get. This is actually a tough one. I'm actually gonna go aidan, good backup tight end for, one of the best tight ends in the league, and Mark Andrews. And now at 128, I think we're gonna go tackle Zach Tom. I think a guy I've taken before, as we're getting almost halfway through now, so definitely gonna be some repeated picks, especially late in the draft. But it's gonna take a moment to load. But I think Zach Tom could be a solid pick. I don't think offensive line is a huge need for them, but Villanueva. And they're going to say he's an interior prospect, good athlete. That's what we're looking for in Baltimore. Trevor Penning is a guy I really think could go to the Ravens, but I think their need at edge and defensive tackle is just a little bit more. So I don't know if they'll end up getting him, because that's a first-round pick you'd have to spend on Penning. Now here at 139, I think we're going to get our slot guy, and that's actually we can wait a couple picks. If there's anybody at the top of the board we really want. Yeah, I'm willing to take that risk. We're going to get Kyle Phillips. Packers are going to go probably the guy I would have taken, honestly. But now we have opportunity. I think we're going to go Malcolm Rodriguez from Oklahoma State. And I think now we got 2 more picks, rather. Excuse me. And I might want to grab another corner here and maybe another offensive lineman, but we had so many picks that this has just gone really, really well. I've been very happy with it. And let's see who there is at corner. Could use a safety as well. Jermaine Waller, no one I'm too excited about. We could wait till 196. And let's see what there is at safety. Marquise Bell still here. He's a really underrated player. HBCU guy that hasn't gotten enough love, I don't think. And I think I'm going to grab him here at 171, I believe, as it loads. But I think this is a guy that could come in and contribute. They love taking, a ton of safeties in Baltimore, and they have a lot of depth there usually, but I think some of their guys are kind of on the out now, and I think he's somebody that's going to come in and play some meaningful snaps, whether that be on special teams or just, starting a safety, especially with the Ravens' injury problems. We're hoping that doesn't happen again, obviously. That would be a very unfortunate scenario, but definitely a good player to get here. Now, as we approach the end of the draft, I'm going to break down and get another cornerback here just because we need another guy in that room. And I like Jack Jones from Arizona State, so we're going to take him. So that is the last pick for the Ravens. Those trades really we moved around a lot in the draft. We played aggressive, kind of how the Ravens play, in real life. So I'm pretty happy with this. We'll see what PFF grades it as we finish the draft, and I'll speed it up a little bit. So I think really solid. We filled all of the needs that we have. I think we got 4 defensive linemen in the top 4 or 5 rounds that all are guys that I believe can contribute and hopefully one day be, starting caliber, hopefully even better players, because I think that the latest guy we drafted was Sanders from Cincy, and I'm really happy with that because I think he's a really good player, and that's, quote unquote the worst one that we got. So let's see what PFF gives us here, as the internet is not doing me any favors today. But Jordan Davis, A-, a couple B trades, and I think this is one of the best drafts we've done so far. They give us a B+ because they didn't like some of these down the board. I think Kyle Phillips is good receiver depth. I don't know why they're not a huge fan of that, but Jordan Davis, A-, Drake Jackson, A, Martin Emerson, B-, Perrion Winfrey, A-, James Cook, C+, and Sanders, B+. Then we got some good depth down the board. A couple, offensive linemen that I think can be solid. Or I guess we just got the one. I thought we got another one. But that's going to wrap it up as we completely revamp the defensive line. Let me know what you guys think of this video, what you would have done differently, and I will be back tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned as we're going to keep these 7-round mocks throughout the rest of draft season. So thank you for watching, and that's going to wrap it up for us today. Peace.